Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of True Crime Time for Thursday, January 2nd, 2025, and I'm Woody Overton.
I'm Cyndi Overton.
Back in the saddle, y'all. About to lay it down for you. I'm just going to do this a little bit different, too, because this is a holiday week, and like Christmas week and New Year's Eve or New Year's week are the slowest week for podcasting. So we're going to keep this one short. And I know y'all probably have a backlog from last week and this week, which is fine. But second day of the new year.
I know.
And recording this on New Year's Eve. So I'm hoping we're sitting in the deer stand.
That would be nice.
Right. And, but we love and appreciate each and every one of y'all. Hashtag Justice for Haley. Please continue to like and share. It's very important that we got to get justice, y'all. And yeah, it's a horrible case. All cases are horrible. All murders are horrible. But the justice system has failed in this case. Not so bad as, well, I guess it is bad. Not so bad as like Courtney Coco's or Mary Pouchot's. But I'll explain it all as the story goes on. Please continue to listen and like and share. And let's do an abbreviated version for Thursday, January 2nd, 2025.
All right.
I always got, when I was a kid and was in school, in college and shit, and even as a cop, I always fucked up the year when the new year started.
I would always put the year
does. Before.
I think everybody does.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to F it up on the microphone because you edited it. Hey, I'm gonna lay out some quick stories from New Year's Eve and New Year's Day crimes.
Okay.
All right. And the first one, and everybody knows this, I think, on New Year's Eve in 2014, I was a whopping 34 years old. 23-year-old Christian Gomez was at his family's house hanging out for the holidays, with his mom, who was 48, and her name was Maria Suarez Castanet. And she had asked her son, Gomez, to move some boxes into the attic. And she evidently had to ask him more than once.
Oh, well.
Or twice, or 3 times, or 4 times. And in fact, he told the cops that his mom had been nagging him for days about moving the boxes. Now, let me touch on this real quick, and I don't want to hurt your feelings, but we got to have some kind of rule. You're the biggest decorator in the world, right? Every Thanksgiving, whatever it is, Christmas, I think it should be a law that, I'm about to get in trouble. I think it should be a law that you shouldn't be allowed, or no one should be allowed to decorate for the next holiday unless all the other holiday decorations are already put in the attic or somewhere out of sight.
Okay.
And then I don't think the New Year should ring in with any Christmas shit still being up.
No, you have to do the 13th day of Christmas. You have to. That's like
What
when
does that
the 3 kings go to visit Jesus. They didn't see them on December 25th. You have to wait for that travel for them to actually go see Jesus.
You just made that shit up.
No, I didn't. Look it up.
So how many days is that after
13th.
Christmas till you put the shit up?
I forgot what the day is, but it's
Well, it's
13
going to take
days.
you 5 days to take everything down. 3 Christmas trees. That's it. Tons of decorations. I'm in trouble. All right. So when does it come down?
I'll take it down today.
No, that's not what I said. When does it come down?
Your mama takes hers down the day after.
I'm not worried about my mama. You just said the however many
We've
days.
We've been married for 14 years.
Stop. Listen to me. I'm asking you about what you just said. However many days, 13 days, Christmas, whatever it is. When would that make it? I'm not asking about what you have or haven't done in the past. I want to know with your statement you just made, when is that date?
Somewhere the second week of January.
Okay, but then you got time.
Yeah.
Now she's mad at me. Anyway, so Gomez's mama must have wanted it done by New Year's Eve because she had been nagging him for days. And you know what? He just got tired of it. And he got tired of her nagging. I'm not nagging you, by the way. It's the first time I've ever said anything about decorations and asking the date when it's going up. But I promise you I won't do what Gomez did.
Okay.
You know what he did?
I'm sure he hurt her.
Yeah. Well, and instead of moving the boxes, he killed his mom. You know how he killed her? He cut off her head with an axe, and he dumped her body outside by the trash.
Jeez.
And once the cops arrived, they found her head inside one of the trash cans. And he was charged with second-degree murder. And look, y'all, if my head's inside a trash can, it's because I messed with Cyndi about decorations.
So how is it second-degree murder?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, Louisiana probably would have been first, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm still in trouble. We'll call this the trouble episode. Let's go to New Year's Eve on 2015. And let's go. People don't know you used to teach kids in China.
I did.
She used to wake up like 4:00 in the morning, teach them
go to sleep.
The time difference, and teach kids for $20 an hour in China. Anyway, let's go to Shanghai, China. New Year's Eve 2015. Their shit rings in before ours, right?
Yes.
Or are they behind us? All right. You know, they had a big ass crowd. They got together on the riverfront promenade in Shanghai. And one group of the people was trying to attempt to reach the boardwalk. Well, many, many more were trying to leave on a staircase. Recipe for disaster? A stampede ensued, and 36 people died, while 49 others were injured in the crowd. And the investigators blamed government agencies for the accident, said they weren't prepared for the event, such a large event of people. There were over 310,000 people that were there to witness a light show.
Wow.
But guess what? Nobody even got to see the light show. It was canceled earlier in the day.
Yeah. Remember when there was a soccer thing and the bleachers collapsed?
Yeah, I remember that. But a lot of people got they've been taking that shit serious all over the world, actually, and the mass crowds and people getting trampled and shit at celebrations. Let's go to New Year's Eve party in 2016 in Daytona Beach, Florida.
I thought you were going to say that. I don't know why.
What do you know what happened?
I don't know what happened, but
I wonder if they took the Christmas decorations down.
I'm going to be your Aunt Sydney. They're never coming down.
All right.
How many times have you taken a Christmas tree down, put one up, pulled anything from the attic, put anything in the attic?
Not my job. But I did hit my head on Christmas wreath last night. All right, so y'all,
what wreath?
I'm in trouble on the one on the garage door.
There's not a wreath.
There's a wreath on the door that leads into the garage
It's
area.
not a wreath.
Whatever it is, I hit my head on some kind of Christmas decoration. How about that? So let's go to Daytona Beach, and it's tradition at Daytona Beach. They shut down Main Street so everyone can bar hop on New Year's Eve, kind of like Bourbon Street, right? Y'all, if you don't know, Bourbon Street, I think at like 6 p.m. or whatever, they shut down the street. Well, during Mardi Gras, they shut down all the surrounding streets, but they shut down the street to any direct traffic to run down Bourbon Street. You can still cross over. That's so people can walk to the bars. In Daytona, they do it on New Year's Eve. Well, on December 31st, 2016, they did it again. And people were out throwing down, partying just like they're going to be tonight, celebrating the New Year's. And this dude who was 32 years old, his name was Robert Mazarios. He was out there partying, and he was ringing in New Year's with his fiance. Later on, he told the police that he was startled to find police in the area. So naturally, he took out his pocket knife to make his way through the crowd. Right? And making his way through the crowd, he stabbed 3 people, including his fiance. None of them died, but he was arrested.
Yeah.
For aggravated battery with a deadly weapon.
Yeah.
I always said nothing clears a crowd like a little gunfire, obviously. But you know, your knife, you don't even know you got hit. I've been in this crowd. You've been in this crowd. So it's so thick. You get stabbed. You'd be like, oh shit, my back's hurt. You don't realize you got stabbed.
Yeah.
This dude just wanted to clear a crowd so he can get through. But then he stabbed his fiance too. Well, there you have it. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. How long you been mad at me for?
I'm not mad at you.
You're already thinking about taking down decorations today. I forbid you to take down decorations today. That never works either. Don't forbid Cindy to do anything. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm starting up this new year on a good night. All right, so let's go to New Year's Eve 2016. Now, we've done a lot of big fireworks displays, right?
Yeah.
And had a lot of fun with it. It's all cool and it's all good. Well, yeah, a lot of people do that, including down in Australia. Shout out to all lifers and Down Under. I think it's their second leading country.
Yes.
For listeners, you know, everybody loves to do the fireworks. And in Springhurst, Australia, they were having a big ass night of fireworks to celebrate the holiday. And y'all, New Year's Eve, which we're recording this early naturally, we do sit around and watch the balls drop all around the world. And I think Australia's ahead of us, behind us. I don't remember. But see, this one dude went to see the fireworks at the Hollands Landing in Gippsland. And guess what happened?
No idea.
He got burned up by the fireworks display.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah. And by the time the police got to the scene, he'd be dead.
I would, yeah.
Yeah. So y'all be safe. Well, it's too late now to tell you, but be safe on fireworks. We have bad experiences with that shit too. All right, let's go to Vestiva Hills, Alabama on New Year's Eve 2015. And I think everybody in the world has probably seen this video clip. You know, Alabama couple were inside their house and they figured out something was going on. And you know what? They just happened to have cameras outside their house. And you know what they saw? President Ronald Reagan.
Mm.
Yep. Naked.
Mm.
Yeah. It was indeed.
I don't want to see that.
But he was naked except for he had a sock covering his penis. And
So it's the Red Hot Chili Peppers now?
I guess. Was that a thing for them?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that. He had a sock covering his penis, and he was just walking around outside their home. And then he entered the breezeway of the house, and Danielle Yancey and her husband, Bart, saw him. And once they saw him, they began yelling at him. And he ran like a little bitch. But the couple, realizing that they had a surveillance camera and shit outside in that area, the breezeway, they ended up showing it to the police. But you know what? To this day, the naked Ronald Reagan with a sock for his cock has never been found.
Oh, I mean,
It was pretty good. It's the New Year's Eve story. I mean, what other night of the year are you going to dress up in a Ronald Reagan mask and put a sock on your cock?
Halloween, maybe?
Maybe so. Yeah.
I would think.
I never heard of that on Halloween. I heard it I'm reading you a story about New Year's Eve.
Oh, you asked me what other holiday, so I answered.
I did. That's the one holiday I know I don't have to worry about decorations on. She's shaking her head, y'all. I'm in so much trouble. But she knows I'm teasing her. I love her. I love her decorations. I know you like to hide snacks and shit from me. And so I'm like, we're finally clearing off all the snacks, y'all, from Christmas, which they did a fantastic job. And I'm looking at this one Santa Claus in the middle of the counter where this is the big counter where all the snacks were. And all the snacks were gone. There's something like in one last container. And I'm looking at it last night, and I came back inside after I hit my head on something outside going to get a coat. And I come back in, I look at this little Santa Claus. I know he's hollow inside because you can see where
he's a cookie dish.
I looked at it and I thought, my wife knows to hide shit in plain sight from me. And I said, I bet you there's something inside that cookie jar.
And was there?
Nope. You hid it somewhere else. That was like a fakey. You faked me out.
Mm-hmm.
I thank you for laughing. I won't be in so much trouble. All right, so let's go to New Year's Eve party. We like used to, in years past, we have always had big New Year's Eve parties, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody gets to throw down, have a good time and all that. Well, there was an exclusive New Year's Eve party in 2016 in Cypress, Texas. But you could just show up at this motherfucker. You had to have an invite, right? And it was invite only. And they had a guest list of 200 people.
Okay.
You know, first of all, you got a guest list. That means you got security. And you got security, it means you got some money, right? So they check him at the door. The dude that was throwing the party was 48 years old. Well, actually, he wasn't the one holding the party. He was the homeowner. His son was holding the party. 48-year-old guy owned the home, and his son was the one holding the party. That's what he told the cops. So one guest that evening, I'm sure a lot of guests, but this one particular guest had too much to drink. And maybe he got a little belligerent, and the homeowner, the 48-year-old, asked him to leave. The party goer said, fuck that. I ain't leaving.
Was it Woody Overton?
Make me, right? Make me. And, well, you know what? The homeowner said, okay, well, I'll make you.
Mm-hmm.
And he shot him.
Oh, gosh.
And that's what he told the cops. He said, I had no choice but to shoot him because he wouldn't leave. And it's not funny because the dude's dead.
That's horrible.
Yeah, right? Like,
I mean, if it was his son, it's probably a young kid.
Hey, dude, you be drunk. You're showing your ass. Get out of my house. And dude's like, fuck you. I'm not leaving. And the homeowner's like, you leaving? Coroner shot him to death. All right. Another 2016 was a hotbed for activity. Apparently. 2016 New Year's Eve wedding. A couple went to a wedding.
Okay.
All right. And they came home after the wedding, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck has a wedding on New Year's Eve?
That doesn't make any sense.
Y'all ever have, look, y'all know I'm an ordained minister. I'm never doing a wedding on New Year's Eve. Let's go to Canada. I'll just tell you a story. Justine Smith and Francisco Perez from Montreal, Canada. They wanted to start out 2017 with a bang.
I think he wanted a green card, but
maybe so. But what better way to start out with a bang than with a marriage, right? And they were busy with their wedding day plans, and they forgot to turn off the instant booking option they had set on their Airbnb.
Okay.
All right. And so they rented it out. It was extra 2 rooms. So the couple had already rented out one of the rooms on that night. And when the second room was automatically rented out, the couple tried to cancel the reservation, but it didn't work. The renters promised they'd be super chill. So the couple went ahead and rented the room to them. All right. Now, when they returned home from their wedding at 2 a.m. on New Year's Eve, they found the place in their apartment was full on orgy.
Well, that's super chill.
Right? With drugs galore. So the drug orgy. Orgy being
I would have to have many drugs to be in an orgy.
Yeah,
so.
Well, that's never going to happen. So the you know, of course they were distraught by this, and naked people banging all over their house. and drugs everywhere. Well, they weren't happy about it, and they told the people about it, and the renters later cleaned up the mess, and they must have been raised proper because they left a note when they apologized to property owners, and guess what? They left them a 5-star review on Airbnb. Can't make that shit up.
Do you remember when you traveled so much and I would send you a survey for your stay?
For the hotels?
No, for when you would come home and spend the night.
Oh my God. Yes, I do. Y'all, that's no shit. That one year we had the apartment in Dallas, and even with the apartment in Dallas, I had 167 nights in Hilton properties flying all over the country. And the apartment in Dallas was mainly because Southwest and Delta flew out of Dallas. So I was going between the two airports and had 167 nights in hotels beyond the apartment in Dallas, and didn't make it home
hardly at all.
Maybe 3 or 4 times a year.
I literally
And
would
that's
send
when
you a survey. Did you enjoy your stay? How were your accommodations? Was the bed comfortable? Did you enjoy your sleep partner?
Totally forgot. Yeah, right. Totally forgot about that. That's some good Cyndi shit. I'll forgive you for the shitty, not shitty, but for the you forgive me. She's got the stank eye on me.
You're forgiving me?
You should forgive me.
Typical Woody.
You should forgive me because I made you laugh, because I made you have that memory. Forgive me about the decorations, so I don't have to hear about it all day.
Woody, are you kidding me right now?
Yes.
Talk about making someone sound like a horrible person.
Wait until I conclude the show, please, before you make harsh judgments. I am
You're the one making harsh judgments.
Right. We won't be like this. There won't be another man fighting with me over you.
Thanks.
Like listen. That ends up like this.
Okay.
And I'm sure I got to fight a lot of other dudes over you. But on New Year's Eve in 2016, that happened, and one of the dudes, he'd be dead.
Okay.
All right. So 20-year-old Matthew Webster and 18-year-old Harith Hamid got in a fight on New Year's Eve in Oklahoma City. Hamid said, well, you know what? You be dumb for bringing your fist to a gunfight. And he pulled a gun and shot and killed Webster during the argument. Hamid then put Webster in his car and drove to a convenience store, and he left Webster's body inside the car. So police were able to intercept text messages between Hamid and a 19-year-old Victoria Smith. And then the messages, Hamid and Smith were talking about the murder, and police figured out from the text messages the reason Hamid killed Homie is because of Victoria Smith.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, y'all, I'm just being stupid today, joking with Cyndi. She's the absolute best, love of my life, and I can't wait to see what 2025 brings. And you're amazing. Got to give you shit about decorations just because of what I do. And I love the house. Everything was amazing. Y'all go look at her pictures. You gonna cry? Go look at her pictures from Christmas and shit. I mean, we wore matching pajamas. All right. It was all best Christmas ever.
I love you.
I love you too. All right. Don't cry. There's no crying in podcasting. She don't know whether to beat me or cry. All right. I probably don't even want to tell you this story, and probably make it the last one. God, there's so many of them. I'm going to tell you this story, and I do not agree with any form of what these assholes did. Okay. So New Year's Eve of 2011, 2 New Jersey men who were members of the Aryan Terror Brigade, they were at a party, a skinhead party, okay, drinking and listening to white power music. At the end of the night, 29-year-old Michael Gunnar and 24-year-old Kyle Powell, they decided to drive around to look for non-white people. Now, they've been fueled not only by their idiot beliefs, but drinking and Aryan party and all that bullshit. Well, they went to look for some white people to kick their ass, non-white people to kick their ass. And they found some of Egyptian descent, and they attacked them. They beat the shit out of them. And Gunnar, being the genius that he is, went online afterwards and bragged about the beatings. And both of them got arrested and charged with hate crimes.
As they should be.
Right?
Yeah.
Fucking the racism of any form. Fuck them all.
It's hard.
Love one another, people. Love one another. And should I do one more?
I would love to do their DNA because I don't think they're as white as they think they are.
Yeah, right. Well, white, black, green, yellow, purple. We love you all. And you're the best fans in the world. I always said I put lifers up against anyone. You've proven it time and time and time again.
That's true.
And we want to thank y'all for the bottom of our hearts for everything you've ever done for us, from all the awards to the murder convictions we got. And we're going to do it again for Haley. And just so blessed. We never knew this was going to be anything other than a joke.
I don't think I didn't intend it to be a joke.
No, I mean, I didn't mean it like that. It was, I've told the story 1,000 times. We were driving out of the parish for an adult weekend, hot weekend during hunting season. And I pointed at such and such. I said, I work such case here. And you said, everybody loves your stories. Everybody loves your voice. You need to start a podcast. And it was kind of a dare, a joke to me. I didn't even know what a podcast was.
Yeah.
And we started it and been rolling ever since. And we were so blessed because of that. And that's just a dare. Not a joke.
Yeah.
And we are so blessed, and we're blessed for y'all, all the wonderful people who've come in and out of our lives, and the wonderful ones who are here now. And just, it's been a crazy ride.
It has been a crazy ride. But when you were speaking about race a few minutes ago, that's one of the things that I love looking at our app, and I love when we have live events because you can actually see the diversity of crowd, of the people that come in, fly in from out of state, all races, all everything. I mean,
sexualities, what do they call that? Mm-hmm. What do you call that? Doesn't matter. All the white, black, Hispanic, the whatever, the gay, straight,
the wealthiest to
the poor.
I mean, I hate to say poorest, but
and we cover a broad spectrum of life of people.
Yeah.
So, and we love y'all. Love you.
Yeah.
And so with that, we're going to end this. You got something else to say?
All united because of you and your stories.
Well, and because of the dare that you made. All right. I really was just fucking with you about the decorations. You got to stop. I haven't said a word. Yeah, I was telling the fans. You said, I'm really sorry about. No, I didn't. I said I was really just fucking with you about the decorations. I didn't say I was sorry about it. Oh my gosh. Here we go. 2025, full steam ahead, baby. Send help. Let's roll with it, all right? And then we love and appreciate each and every one of you. And I'm Woody Overton. And you're not? No. Who are you? I don't know. She's Cyndi Overton. And we'll holler at y'all next time. Peace.